forces. Unevatel mehem ashakaras lehem alehehem. And let's break what their God made a promise with them. Shabbos, Rosh Chodesh, Umila. Az, Bagris HaRasha v'chol machanosav. That was a time when Bagris HaRasha, with all his parties, Bo Yerushalayim, they came to Yerushalayim, Vayarig behem hereg rav. They killed Rachmana Litzlan many Yidden. Vayigzar bar Gezerah Gemura. And at that time, he had some success, and Bagris HaRasha was able to implement a gzeira, a decree, that nobody's allowed to keep Shabbos, Rosh Chodesh, and Milah. B'yoyzeh, when this happened, Kashahayadvar Melach Nechbad, when the word of the king was out, no bris Milah, no Shabbos, no Rosh Chodesh, Matzu Ish Asher Mol Benoi. They found somebody that did the bris, that did a mitzvah of bris on his son. Vayaviu Ish v'ishtoi, they brought the father and mother. Vayislu oisam keneged yeled, and they hung the parents. They hung Achman al-Hassan, the Jewish father and mother, in front of the kid. V'gam isha sheyolda ben achrei mois bala. There was another woman that gave birth to a child after her husband was dead. V'tama loisa l'shmeina yamim, and she, Mesiras Nefesh, went and she did a bris on her son when he was 8 days old. Vatal al chaymes Yerushalayim. She walked up to the top of the wall of Yerushalayim, around Yerushalayim. Ubna mol biyada, and she's holding her child that she performed the bris with in her hand. Vatan vatoimer, and she raised her voice and she said, L'cha oimrim bagas harasha. Atem choshvim levatel meitana abris ashekeras imonu bris avisenu. You think, you bagas harasha, you think you are going to stop the covenant that Hashem made with us? Lo nevatel mimenu Shabbos, Rosh Chodesh, Umila. It won't stop. These mitzvahs will keep. Mibnei banenu lo yusar. These mitzvahs won't be taken away from our kids. Vatapel b'no la'aretz. She dropped her kid from the top of the wall. Vatipol acharov, and she jumped after him. Vayamusu shneim ke'echad, and they both died together. V'rabim b'nei Yisrael asher hayu oisin came bayamim mahem. There were many Jews, Nebach, that did so back then. V'loishinu bris avosim, but they didn't break the covenant. God's word, the mitzvah, they kept. Bismanahu amru b'nei Yisrael eila leila. During that time, the Jews said to each other, we can't allow this. We're struggling. Bayu v'neilech v'nishbaz b'mayra. Let's go and settle somewhere in a cave. Pen dechalal asiyam Shabbos. Because if we're stuck here and we have the goyim around us, we won't keep Shabbos. They'll force us to desecrate Shabbos. Vayalshinu oisam lufnei Bagris, and they were tattletaled. Bagris found out that there are Jews hiding in a cave. Az Bagris harasha sholach anoshim chalutzim. So Bagris harasha sent soldiers with weapons. Vayavoyu vayeshvu al pi hamayra, and they camped right by the opening of the cave. Vayomru aleim, and the soldiers say to the Jews, Yehudim, Jews, Tzu'u eleinu, come out. Ichlu milachmeinu, eat our bread. Ushasu miyayenu, and drink our wine. Umasenu tiyu oisim, and do what we do. Vayomru b'nei Yisrael, vayomru eila eila. So the Yidden together talked about it, and they said, Zoichrim anachnu, we remember, Ashatziva Hashem al Har Sinai, we know good and well that Hashem told us in Har Sinai, Sheishes Yamim Tavi Vasisikom Alach Techna, for 6 days a week you work, you do all your work during the 6 days of the week, or by Yom HaShvi Tishbos, and the 7th day you rest. Ata, now, Toiv Lonu Hashanamos B'Mayra, we'd rather die here in the cave. Me'ashem Lechalal Hashem HaShabbos, than to desecrate the day of Shabbos. So Bagra sees, the people of Bagra see this. The Yoizeh, when this is what the response they got, Kasher Layotzu Aleim HaYehudim, when the Jews did not go out, Vayaviyu Eitzim, they brought twigs, wood, Vayisrafu Al Pi HaMayra, and they put it at the entrance of the cave, Vayamusu Ke'elef Ish V'Isha, and 1,000 people were killed in that cave. Achrei Chein, Yotzu Chamisha B'nei Matisyo Yochanan. Later on, 5 of the sons of Matisyo, Yochanan V'Arba Echav, Yochanan and his 4 brothers, stood up. Vayilachamu B'Amim, they started fighting, had a war against the nations. Vayargu Behem Heregrav, and they killed many people. Vayigarshim Le'iyah Ayam, and they chased them away to the islands. Ki vatchu belikei shemayim, because they had strong faith in God. Even though they were few, they were able to fight, and they pushed the enemy away. Oz, Bagris HaRasha hears what's going on. There are some powerful, strong Jews. Bagris HaRasha nichnas b'sfina achas. This Rasha Bagris went into a boat. Vayonas al Antiochus HaMelech. He goes running back to the Antiochus. And all the people running away, trying to run away from these 5 big, strong people, running away. Bagris says to Antiochus HaMelech, Ata HaMelech samta tzivoy levatel meYehudim Shabbos v'Chodesh Shemila. You, the king, made this rule that the Jews are not allowed to keep Shabbos v'Chodesh Shemila. Mirma Gedola Umered B'Toicha. There is a big rebellion, rebellious people all up against you. And these people who are fighting you, Asher Im Yechu Kol Amim. If you put together all people, all the Ummos, all the Lashonos, all the nations, they will not be able to fight these 5 people. They're stronger than lions. Minishareim heim kalim. They're swifter than eagles. Umidubim heim imarim. They're faster than bears. Ata hamelech, atzasi titavelecha. And my dear King Antiochus, listen to my advice. Don't send a small camp of soldiers to fight them. Ki im tilachem behem. If you're going to go fight them with the regular group of soldiers, you'll be put to shame in front of your other kings. Therefore, I suggest, therefore go ahead and write a proclamation. Send messengers to anybody under your leadership, and everybody should get together. All the leaders, all the generals and lieutenants, everybody should come. No one should be left behind. Not only that, we're going all out. Get the elephants, the armored elephants. The elephants that are covered in armor. That's the way, that might be successful. Antiochus the Russia liked what he heard. He went and sent out messages to everywhere. And all the nations, all the people joined together, and they brought along their elephants, the army ones, and it was a shrek. Shainis come Bagras HaRasha. Then Bagras HaRasha comes back a second time. He came to Yerushalayim, to the wall around Yerushalayim. He broke open the entrance. And he broke the wall around the Beis HaMikdash, 13 entrances, 13 cracks. Even some of the stones, he crumbled those stones until they were like dust. When he sees, oh, he's being successful, he's clapping, he's schmacking, he thinks to himself, Hapam, Hazois, lo yuchlali. This time, they're not going to fight me. They're not going to get able to do anything. Kirav cheli v'oiz yodi. I have so many soldiers, and I'm mighty powerful. Velikei Hashemayim lo chashav kain. But Hashem didn't have the same plan as him. And the 5 sons of Matisho heard what's going on. Kamu, they gathered together. Vayavoyu leMitzpei Golad, they came to the place Mitzpei Golad. Ashahoya Sham Pleitel Leveis Yisrael b'mei Shmuel Hanavi. That was a camp where the people in the time of Shmuel Hanavi had to settle, ran away to there. Tzoim Gazaru, they established a fast. Vayeshval Ha'efer, and they sat on ashes. Levakish Rachmim Lefnei HaKeli Shemayim, asking for Achmanis from Hashem. Oz Nafal B'libam Eitz HaTova. That's when they thought of a flash. They thought of a brilliant idea. Yehuda Abchar, Shimon Hasheni. Yehuda was the older one. Shimon was the second one. Hashlishi was Yochanan. The Revi was Yonasan. And the Chamishi was Elazar. And they figured a plan how they're going to take care of this. Vayivarech Oisam Avim, their father Matisyo gave them the bracha. V'chein Amar, this is what he said. Yehuda, B'ni, Yehuda my son, Adama Oischa Yehuda ben Yaakov. I'm giving you the blessing. I'm comparing you to the son, Yehuda, the son of Yaakov. Asher hayanim shokar la'aryeh. He was a lion. Shimon B'ni, my next son Shimon, Adama Oischa l'Shimcha Shimon ben Yaakov. I'm giving you the blessing that you should have the powers of Shimon, the son of Yaakov. Asher harag Yoshvei Shechem. He was able to fight the whole Shechem. Yochanan B'ni, my son Yochanan, I give you the blessing. Adama Oischa la'Avner ben Ner. You should be like Avner ben Ner, the general Sar Tzva Yisrael. Yonasan B'ni, Adama Oischa, I give you the blessing that you should be like Yonasan ben Shaul. What was so special about? He was mighty powerful. Asher harag am Plishtim. He killed out many people of the Plishtim nation. Elazar B'ni, my son Elazar, Adama Oischa lePinchas ben Elazar. I give you the blessing. You should be like Pinchas, the son of Elazar. Asher kinei lelehav v'hitzileis b'nei Yisrael. He went zealous on behalf of HaKadosh Baruch Hu, and he saved the Yidden from a plague. With this bracha, al zeh yotzu chamisha b'nei Matisyo b'yom hazeh, with this in power, 5 people went out that day. Vayilachamu ba'amim, they fought with the people. Vayaragu behem hereg rav, and they killed many people. Vayareg mehem, vayehareg mehem Yehuda. They lost their brother Yehuda. Yehuda was killed. So they're down to 4. V'oisa shok hashero b'nei Matisyo kindereg Yehuda. Their brother Yehuda was killed. He was the lion. So when they saw that the brother Yehuda was killed, vayavayu alavim, they came back to their father. Vayayim alahem. So his father says, Lama shaftim, why did you come? Vayanu, they said, Vayayimer al asher neregachinu. Our brother was killed. Asher yachashav kukulonu. Our brother who was better and greater than all of us. Vayam Matisyo aviyam. Vayayimer aleim. So Matisyo said to them, Ani yetze emachem. I'm going with you. Ve'elachem ba'amim, and I will fight with the nations. This is not a joke. Pen yoivdu b'eis Yisrael. This is a war for the Jewish nation. And you are shocked, you are hurt that your brother is not here. Vayetze Matisyo b'yomahu im banov. Matisyo went out with his children. Vayilachemu ba'amim, and he waged war against the nations. Ve'elekei Hashemayim nasan kol giborei. One second. Ve'elekei Hashemayim nasan Kol Gibara Hashemayim, and Hashem gave Kol Gibara Amim, all the mighty Goyim, biyodam. Vayargu behem had a grav, and he killed many people. Kol achuzei cherev, anybody that held a sword, anybody who held a keshes, a bow and arrow, the leaders, the generals, the vice presidents, vice generals. Lo noisar bahem sorid. Nobody important, nobody mighty was left there. Vayanusu shara amim u'dinas hayamim, and the rest of the people ran away back to their islands. The Elazar, remember, one brother died already, Yehuda. Now he says, Elazar, Elazar was the one, he was involved in trying to kill the elephants. Vayitva bepera shapilin. And Nebuch, Elazar died, he drowned in the shmutz, in the mud, under the elephants. The kasha shavu, when they returned to see what happened, Bikshu, they were looking for him, Bein Achayim and Bein Amesim, they were looking amongst the living, amongst the dead, V'loi Matzu'u, they couldn't find him. V'achakei Matzu'u Ashetuva B'pera Shapilim. But later they found him that he was in the shmutz of the animals. V'yismuchu B'nei Yisro Yinitnu B'yideim Sainayim, and the Jews were very happy because their enemies was given over to the hand. Mehem sarfu be'esh, there were some that were burnt in fire, some that were killed by sword, and some were hung. Ubagros harasha, they sarfu, I say, they torched they burned him, and he was killed. Then Antiochus Hamelach Hashashama Hashanegru Bagros Arasha, when Antiochus heard that Bagros Harasha was killed, and everybody left. So he ran into a boat, and Vayonas and Medina Sayam, he went away to some island. He called Mokim Ashahaya Bashama Murden by wherever he came to, they were rebellious against him. Vikayrim Oisei, and they called him Habayreach. The Berach is the guy who runs away. He's a loser. One second. Rabbi say just 2.5 more minutes. 2.5 more minutes. I have to finish something off. 2.5 more minutes. I'm so sorry. Okay. You paused it?
No, go ahead.
Achrei Chain, Bo b'nei Chashmonaim lebeis Hamikdash. After the story, the Chashmonaim came to the Beis Hamikdash. Vayivnu hasha'arim hanishbarim, they rebuilt the broken entrances. Vayisguru apratzis, they closed off what was broken. Vayitaru asazara min ha'arugim and ha'tumos, they cleaned the azara from all the dead bodies and whatever they made tamei. Vayivakshu shem and zayis lahadlik as a menorah, they were looking for pure oil to light the menorah. V'leimatu, they couldn't find ki'im tzluchis achas. Asher hoisa chasum betabas kayan gadol. They were only able to find one jar that was signed with the seal of the kayan gadol. Vayeru and they knew ki hoisa tar, based on the circumstance they saw that this jar is still tar. V'hayaba kishir adlakas yemechad. There was only enough to burn for one day. But Elihei Hashemayim Mashikin Shmoisham, but the God of the heaven that dwells in that place, Nasam bracha, special blessing. V'yidikum imenu shmoina yom, it was able to burn for 8 days. Al kain kimu b'nei Chashmonaim kiyum. Therefore the sons of the Chashmonaim established v'chizu isur. They tied a bond of b'nei Yisrael imam ke'echad, and all Jews accepted. Lasei shmoina yomim eila yemei mishta v'simcha. These 8 days should be days of happiness, days of festivity. Kimei moedim aksuvim b'Torah, just like the Yom Tovim that are mentioned in the Torah. Ulahadlik b'hem neiros, and to light candles. Idea she'aseh lehem elihei hashamayim nitzuchim, to tell people that what Hashem did to them. Uvehem, and during those 8 days, ein lispoid, you should not do any eulogy, v'lei ligzar time, and not do any fast. V'tainis zulasi Hashem mekobel olav lefnei. Anything exceptions are very few fasts. V'yispal lefnei elikav. Ach chashmenoi uvanov v'achareim However, the Chashmonaim and their sons, for the malacha, all the work they did in the Beis Hamikdash, that doesn't stop. From that time on, the Malchus Yavam has no name. And the Chashmonaim led the Yidden for another 206 years. Therefore, for this whole story, the Yidden, wherever they are, they keep these 8 days, and they call it Yemei Mishta v'Simcha, days of happiness and festivity, from the 25th day of Kislev, 8 days. From that time in history, and forever, Lo Yasuru Mehem, it will never leave. The story that took place in the Beis Hamikdash, HaKohanim, V'Alvim, V'Chachmeim, Ashakimu Aleim V'Abneim Ad Olam. This is something that they accepted to celebrate forever and ever.